President Trump plans to end the crime spree in our nation's capital and also hopes to put an end to the Ukraine-Russia war. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. All right, number one reason Trump is trending today, he vows to crack down on the crime spree that has gotten out of control, along with the homelessness in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. Now, this stuff goes on in every liberal city that's run in America, but it is more embarrassing to see it in our nation's capital. I know just from walking from the train station in D.C. down to the White House, it is a sin to see what has happened to this place, and Trump vows to end it. He puts this up today saying, "We are having a news conference tomorrow in the White House. I'm going to make our capital safe and more beautiful than it ever was before. The homeless have to move out immediately. We will give you places to stay, but far from the capital. The criminals, you don't have to move out. We're going to put you in jail where you belong. It's all going to happen very fast, just like the border. We went from millions pouring in to zero in the last few months. This will be even easier. Be prepared. There will be a no more Mr. Nice Guy. We want our capital back." All right, now, President Donald Trump sounds like he's means business with this, cleaning this up. This is the second post that he's made about the press conference. But I would like to add that there is one thing that has to be addressed if you plan on trying to tackle the crime in D.C., and that is the fatherless crisis that is prevalent in most Democrat-run cities in our country, but really it has taken a toll in Washington, D.C. Juvenile crimes in our nation's capital have skyrocketed, and they are out of control. In fact, 60% of the carjackings are done by juveniles, 51% of the robberies, and 21% of all the shootings are happening from juveniles. Now, also, coincidentally here, you have 63,000 kids in Washington, D.C. that are living in fatherless households. 77% of black births are to unwed mothers. 83% of teenagers from 15 to 17 are being raised in non-intact families. This is a major, major red flag. When you see a high volume of fatherless households, you are going to see a high volume of juvenile crime. There is no other way to put it. It must be addressed if you plan on handling this type of situation, not just in Washington, D.C., but across our nation. We are filling up these prison systems with that one particular type of character, and that is a young man who grew up with no father in his home. So that must be addressed. There's many ways to do it. I break it down a lot. I'll be talking about this extensively on the Alec Show this week. Number two reason Trump is trending today, Trump now makes efforts to end the Ukraine-Russia war, but they are now under threat as well, according to one of these Russian insiders who is saying that there are titanic efforts underway to sink Trump's summit over the Ukraine war. So this is a Putin ally that says undoubtedly a number of countries interested in continuing the conflict will make titanic efforts to disrupt the planned meeting between Putin and Trump. This guy's name is Kirill Dmitriev. He says this on Telegram. Now, one thing that was really shocking was that Lindsey Graham called for an end of the war today, which you almost unheard of. I mean, this is the type of stuff that will make you spit your coffee out when you read it. Lindsey Graham is the biggest warmonger we may have in the country, and he's calling for an end. So it could be the end is near in sight. I mean, that could be a positive thing to see. Also, ahead of Trump's scheduled meeting with President Putin, Vice President Vance said that the administration was working to set up a meeting that would also include Zelensky. So we don't know if Zelensky is going to attend this thing or not. I don't believe so as of now, but it's going to take place this Friday. We pray for peace. President Donald Trump wants this war to end. Zelensky, though, already shattering this, saying we're not going to give up an inch of Ukraine territory, trying to cut Trump's negotiations off at its heels. Zelensky, we know, willing to sacrifice every single living male in Ukraine to keep himself in power. So hopefully Trump dealing with these two terrible characters, corrupt characters between Zelensky and Putin. God bless them for trying to get this done. We pray for peace. We pray for Trump. We pray for our country. Number three reason Trump is trending today, Trump's FBI Director Kash Patel posts the 200 days of winning from the FBI, putting this up on Twitter today, saying 200 days of Trump administration, fentanyl seizures by FBI from January to now, 1,500 kilos. That's enough legal doses to kill 13,850,000 Americans. Seizures to date are 25% increases from the same time period last year. We look forward to working with our Secretary of Defense and DoD partners, getting after it even more. We know also that they're talking about now getting at these cartels. I mean, these cartels have got to be stopped, and it seems like we're so busy fighting people all the way across the ocean that have nothing to do with us. We're getting involved in conflicts that have nothing to do with us, yet we have cartels that are really, honestly, a huge, huge threat to the American people and responsible for so many American deaths. It's almost as if these cartels have declared war on the American people, and we have not done enough to stop them. We want to see these cartels taken out by America. So hopefully we will see that as a part of Trump's administration before he is finished. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today. What a surprise here. Another judge, this time a Biden-appointed judge, blocks Trump's executive order on commercial fishing. So they have to stop everything that they can. Commercial fishing in a vast Pacific nature area is halted after a judge blocks a Trump order. Commercial fishing that recently resumed in a vast protected area of the Pacific Ocean must halt at once after a judge in Hawaii sided with the environmentalists challenging a Trump administration rollback of federal ocean protections. This was Trump trying to cut these regulations, let these fishermen fish, let them make their profits, let this stuff continue to roll, but you can't have nice things when you have unhinged Democrat judges. This time it was a district judge, Micah Smith. He granted a motion by the environmentalists on Friday. The ruling means that boats catching fish for sale will need to immediately cease fishing in the waters between 50 and 200 nautical miles around Johnston Atoll, the Jarvis Island, Wake Island, and this is all just more nonsense, more environmental climate change bullshit that we see from the Democrats trying to stop people from making money. We see it all the time. President Donald Trump cutting these regulations to let these people make an honest day's pay, and of course, even despite the fact that the Supreme Court told these district judges that they can't do this stuff, they continue to block Trump's efforts to help the American people. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. He did this on Friday, but I wanted to throw it in because I thought it was great. He really went after Nancy Pelosi, calling her out. He put this up on Truth Social. Crooked Nancy Pelosi and her very interesting husband beat every hedge fund in 2024. In other words, these two very average minds beat all the super geniuses on Wall Street, thousands of them. It's all insider information. Is anybody looking into this? She is a disgusting degenerate who impeached me twice on no grounds and lost. How are you feeling right now, Nancy? Now, you know President Donald Trump can't stand Nancy Pelosi, just as most Americans can't. She tore up his speech at the State of the Union that time. She hates Trump. She is as corrupt as you could be. And the proof is right there. How in the world are you beating all these top people on Wall Street? The only reason is because you got the answers in your hands. You know what's going to happen. You're betting. You're passing post time in a sense with all this stuff. You know the market, the way it's going to go before it happens, and you're making a ton of money on it, and it's time that somebody pay a price. We know what happens all the time in Washington, D.C. All of these people on both sides of the aisle are getting wealthy. Their families are getting wealthy when they're supposed to be representing us, the American people, and they are getting fat in the purse while we continue to struggle out here. We're tired of it. We want to see some accountability. If you want to keep seeing these breakdowns, make sure you follow the podcast. You can hear why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.